Being a parent today is far different than it ever has been in human history. You don't have to worry about random saber-toothed tiger attacks or your child contracting the Black Plague. All you really have to worry about now is that your kid doesn't stumble across Andrew Tate while he's scrolling on his iPad. And that's about it. It's easier to be a parent now than it ever has been before. And today we're going to be watching a video from Sergeant Brian Gunsley, which that just sounds like such a fake last name to make himself seem cooler. But he's going to be planting some evidence in this room to show you all the dangers, all the secrets that your kid could be hiding. And he's also going to be showing you how to shred every bit of trust that you have with your kid since you've been letting them suck from your titties. He's pretty much just going to be showing you how to ruin your relationship with your child by conducting a room search much in a similar way that the police would raid a drug house. And one more thing I just want to shamelessly plug real fast. This video comes from a live stream that I did yesterday, and you don't have to go to Twitch to find me or anything. I stream on this YouTube channel right here pretty much every day, so feel free to stop on by. I hear it's a life-changing experience. People said they go from Super Weenie Hut Juniors to the Salty Spittoon just by watching a minute of my stream, so take that as you will, and feel free to stop by. You never know what might happen.
Hello everyone, welcome to Parent-Aware, where we provide parents with information they can use to keep their kids safe. I'm Sergeant Brian Gunsley with the Orange
Why do you
County
need a
Sheriff's Department,
sergeant to tell you how to
today
search
I'm
your
gonna
kid's
show you
room?
how to
This is
search
already
your
kind of
child's
weird.
room. The first step is to remove the child, or the teenager in this case, from the room.
That's an adult.
You don't want them in the room because their protests may distract you from doing a thorough search.
So, okay, this is all. I already see how this is going to go. He's going to ransack the place and just try to find any little... He's going to search through their diary and everything, their search history on their phones, computers, check for hidden compartments in the wall. Maybe like you pull a book on the shelf and a secret door opens to all their dirty little secrets. So you're not supposed to have any trust in this parent-child relationship. I guess that's the main thing he's trying to get across here. Not even let them be in the room while you search their stuff. Make them just completely hate you, you know? Have no trust in this relationship.
Hey pal, gonna need you to leave the room. Thanks, we'll talk later.
If my parent did this, I would probably never talk to him. This is crazy.
It's important to search your child's room every once in a while, like I would say about every 6 months. Unless you suspect that they're using drugs or alcohol, then you're going to want to do it more often.
I can tell that monster cam back there is going to cause some issues already, though. He's not going to like that. He's treating this kid like they're like a suspect in an investigation. Like, this isn't one of your crime scenes, and one of your people that you suspect is involved in like a drug cartel or something. You don't have to search down every nook and cranny in their room. This is going to make your kids get more creative with hiding things. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to like start cutting out Pringles cans to make like a homemade fleshlight kind of thing.
Search this room is to split it into sections. So this would be my first section to do.
He's literally treating it like a crime scene.
Maybe this area right here, and then the closet, and then this.
You're
bed.
not at work, man. You can take the
Anything
uniform
on the
off when you're at home.
So what I recommend is to start searching from top to bottom and then left to right. So here I would start just searching in this plant,
Yeah.
and then go across to the right, and then we'll
You never
search
know.
into whatever.
You never know what's going to
containers
be in
that
a
are here.
candle.
I always want to look inside the containers and inspect things thoroughly.
Oh yeah,
See here,
those Flintstone gummies are going to be hiding some dirty secrets in there for sure.
we have a container with, looks like a place for someone to hide something. So I'm going to hang on to that. Certainly want to talk about that in a little bit.
So they have an empty container, so they're going to get in trouble for having an empty container. It could contain drugs in the future. Therefore, I'm going to take this away from you. You're not allowed to have this. You're not allowed to have anything that could potentially hide something that I don't want you to have. So I'm going to take it.
And then
This is how to make your kid hate you 101.
When it comes to books, you just want to search through all the pages.
What are they gonna hide in
Just see if
between
you
the
see
pages?
anything. Here we have a picture, it looks like, of a child with a gun to their head.
What?
This may indicate that they're thinking about committing suicide.
Yeah, you think? What else would it indicate? Also, I don't think that's how a kid would do that. Yeah, I've never experienced it, but I'm just going to go out on a limb and say they're not going to draw little Pictionary hangman drawings if they're about to do something to themselves in a book. This is just the goofiest thing I've ever seen.
So that's something that we want to talk about with our child.
Just talk about them. Why do they have a room? Did they need to hide in their room?
So here we have something. This looks like a scale of some sort. So that could be used by someone who's maybe purchasing drugs or selling drugs.
A scale disguised as a video game. So your kid is going to be a drug kingpin in here with a disguised scale because they're going to be weighing out drugs in their room. If they're going that far to have a scale for their drug ring that they're running at school or whatever, disguise it as a video game, I just let them have it. That's creative, you know? That's a good invention. Anyone with parents like that would draw a picture of someone with a gun to their head. Yeah, that's fair. Or they would draw like a Chris Benoit situation, you know, taking out their whole family. Or for my math or science class, yeah, like if they have like some homework in their book, like a biology book where they're writing notes, it's like, oh, the the nucleus is the powerhouse of the cell. We're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna have a discussion about that.
So that's something that's disguised. We'll hang on to that.
Oh, he's definitely gonna say something about the monster can, 1,000,000%.
Now here's something that,
dude, before he gets into this, one time it was right when I first started drinking energy drinks. I tried one when I was like 14, maybe 15, right at the beginning of high school, and it was like I'm pretty sure it was a Bang or a Monster, and my mom showed me a Facebook post that she saw that said the monster symbol stood for 666, and the monster drink was the drink of the devil. And she showed me that, and she was like, "Have you heard of this before? I'm not gonna let you drink these if this is real." And I'm like, "Mom, why would you believe that?" Yeah, it was something like this. It wasn't this exactly, but it was pretty much this. That little symbol there meant 6, and they had 3 of them in a row, so it meant 666. But it was in like a Facebook meme format, like a Minions type of meme format. It was like this picture pretty much. And my mom showed me that. She was like, "I'm gonna make you stop drinking these if this is true." And I was like, "Mom, even if it is true, what is that? Why do you care? Like, I'm not drinking the devil's seed. It's an energy drink. It's just chemicals." That's just really silly.
A container of some sort. Let me see what's inside. We have hidden in here. We have some.
Yeah, that's realistic.
So I am going to hang on to this.
This kid is really creative, honestly. Get them into like some like the space field. They can build some satellites and stuff.
Some teens use this.
Be Nikola Tesla and invent stuff.
They can use this as a huffing device.
Oh yeah. So this right here. If my mom walked in and saw this, it would be a red flag. She would have to talk about this. Yeah, this is definitely an L cop. Yeah. He's taking his work to his house, over investigating absolutely anything. It's like he's trying to find a reason to put his kid in jail.
If you have dust off or any type of computer duster in the room, we want to remove that because that could be used as something dangerous and that could be deadly.
So if there's something that could be used and be seen as dangerous, you're not allowed to have that. So this water bottle here, I couldn't have this because I could potentially choke on the cap because it is deadly to like 5-year-olds. So there's a choking hazard here. I couldn't have that. I couldn't have this pin because I could potentially stab someone with it. I could potentially stab someone with this pin, so I can't have that either. If this guy actually has kids, there's no way they have contact with him after they move out of the house. His kids hate him, 100%. You know this guy, he's the type of guy that wears his uniform around the house, not just for the video, but all the time, just to like assert his dominance and authority in the household. It's like, I'm the sergeant around here. I make the rules, and I'm gonna enforce them. Socks are scary too. You could hide something in there. Yeah, like me. You could put a ball in a sock. That's pretty scary. You could download drugs.
Be respectful of the child's property.
Oh, yeah, be respectful.
When you're doing
of course,
this because it's just the appropriate thing to do. Here we have a vaping device.
Yep. You want to make sure you be respectful, but still give them no privacy. Make them not trust you whatsoever. But you do want to be a bit respectful with their stuff, of course.
We're gonna hang on to that.
Exactly. There is no respectful here.
Here we have
just doing this in general is disrespectful to the max. Like, sure, if you find something that like they're just blatantly laying out, sure, talk to them about it. If they have just like heroin on their desk, yeah, you're gonna want to talk to them about that. But if you're going through, searching through everything, that's just gonna build so much hatred for, like, the kid's going to develop hatred towards you. And that's just messed up to search through everything. Like, searching through their drink cans, their empty bottles, their socks, their underwear. Take a dump in the drawer for a fun surprise. Yeah, have a piss drawer. Like that picture, it says mom found the piss drawer. I'll just start peeing in my drawers. If he's going to search through everything, might as well get a whiff of my pee.
I have a pipe.
My parents were like this. Yeah, 100%. I would run away immediately.
Go through here, nothing in that drawer. And then if you notice anything that's unusual in the room, like this is toilet paper, that's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Toilet paper is very unusual. You know, who wants to wop their butthole? I just like to go rubbing on the carpet.
Jax, I don't know why this would be in his room, so I would inspect that a little better. In fact, here we have another container.
I like how he put the little like sheriff badge in the corner too. It says parent aware.
Collect all these items. They shouldn't have them in their room.
Yeah, of course. You can't have anything in this room. That football's probably suspicious too. He could be hiding something in that pigskin. That basketball too, you're going to have to check that out. Pop it open.
And here I have a couple of little baggies. It looks like they may have had some drugs in them or something at some point.
Yeah, of course.
So that's another indicator.
The way he set this up is making it seem like every kid's going to have this stuff in their room. I guarantee you this has never happened ever in the history of kids. Put a rat trap in every drawer and he gets snapping surprise. Yeah. I would just literally start booby trapping my room. Put some like tripwires, some mouse traps is a good idea. Maybe some glue traps. What else is some good stuff? Like that deer piss that comes in the little thing. Just start putting that in little like spots in the drawers. Maybe like rig up a Home Alone kind of device where he opens the closet door and then a paint bucket swings and hits him in the face. That'd be pretty cool. Who hired this cop? I don't know, honestly. Maybe this is one of those people that wants to be a cop, but he never got into the academy because of stuff like this. That's what I'm saying. How much drugs is this kid on? He's on a lot of drugs. Like, the amount of drugs and stuff he's hiding in this room is insane.
This looks like it might be something. I'm familiar with this as a container. So, this is something that people can buy online. These hidden compartments.
Never seen this.
As you can see, it has liquid above and below, but the container, it's a false container in the middle.
Is he making this stuff up just to have like excuses to search his kid's room? Like, is he making this stuff up? I've never seen most of these hiding spots before. Like, the way they're rigging up these cans and these bottles, this doesn't seem realistic at all. Like, man, what are you allowed to do in this room? This kid has no privacy. He probably has to leave the door open 24/7. Not allowed to shut the door. Not even allowed to leave it jarred.
You can hide things in there. I'll hang on to that. Journals are good to go through.
Yeah, go through their deepest secrets.
You have every right to search your child's room. There is no legal problem with that.
Yeah, there's no legal problem with it, but there's a pretty big moral problem with that. A parent-child relationship is built solely on trust, and this is shattering that. Like, there has to be some boundary between the relationship. Are you going to let the kid come in your room and search through every nook and cranny? Probably not, no. So you just, like, ruling over them with your iron fist of justice is going to make them just have so much hatred for you, like, rightfully so as well. I'm surprised he's not, like, ripping open them pillows and searching through the stuffing.
So be sure to take advantage of that.
What are they possibly going to hide in the diary, though? Like, oh, I like this boy in my class. Oh, no, we're going to have to talk about that.
We just want to take a look through the journal and just see if there's anything
420, did I say 420?
Where it looks like
doodles, and they're drawing drugs. Does this person just love drugs? They have so many hidden drugs. They even journal about drugs. Yeah, he probably searches through his kid's phone, too. Every single search history, like, he'll probably put, like, drugs to search the search history to see if you ever search drugs, see if you ever search, like, nude women, boobies, titties, butt, feet.
Marijuana references on here. And then usually just go through the bed. You can remove the sheets and all the bedding and just take a look at the mattress. Make sure the mattress doesn't have any openings in it. where someone could put or hide something in here. Oh, here's some more.
Mr. Krabs would hate this guy. He would find all his money under that mattress.
Pill bottles, and that may
match
up with the pills that we found here. So that's good to have. We'll need to
if this kid is real, he's dead.
About that. And then you want to search.
If not because of his parents searching his room every 6 months,
Budweiser found underneath.
then because of all the drugs that he's taking and alcohol now apparently.
The last area that you want to search is now everything that's on the floor. So we have here some clothing.
Start ripping up the carpet.
We'll just go through some clothing. Of course, the pockets always is where you're going to find stuff. So these are indicators that, you know, they may be using drugs. And then, of course, the backpack. Now, the best time to probably do a search is when your child is at school. Do the search of the room, and then when they come home, finish that search up by checking the backpack.
So you want to be sneaky about it. You want to wait till they're gone and then invade their privacy. That's great parenting right there. That's amazing parenting. I'm going to do that when I have a kid for sure. If this kid sold the drugs off, he'd have a European vacation. That's what I'm saying. This guy's like Pablo Escobar with the amount of drugs he has. Like, where is he getting all this stuff? Is he making it? Does he have a lab somewhere? Like, this is an insane amount of stuff for one room.
And can also have them
probably
removed,
pull his kid's foreskin back and check under there too. Make sure you don't have no baggies of drugs under there.
And you want to check the backpack. And so in here, we're finding a few more items. This is a vape device.
This kid's gonna die like tomorrow from all this stuff.
This is a highlighter, which appears to be a highlighter.
Okay, he's gonna say they're gonna sniff
purchased online
because you can get high from huffing it.
Is a pipe.
Oh, never mind.
And it just
my bad.
hides within.
I thought he was gonna say that you could huff the marker and get high off of that. Which, if this kid has access to all these other copious amounts of drugs that are in his room, why would he need to sniff a marker? Is what I was gonna say. But apparently, that's a crack pop.
The highlighter. Definitely go through everything very carefully and inspect things closely, just in case your child has something like this hidden in there. You're going to want to find it. It's very important to conduct a safety search like this because you want to know whether or not they're using drugs. Best way to prevent adult addiction is to intervene early when they're young.
I think the best way to know if your kid's on drugs isn't by searching through their room. It's probably if they have the signs of being addicted to drugs, like track marks on their arms, scabbing, looking like a drug addict, that's probably a big sign. I don't think there's any need to just invade their privacy like a warmonger, just like taking over territory.
To prevent a lifelong struggle.
It's like Genghis Khan. No one's safe in their room. This man is it's the actual boogeyman. You got to be scared of this guy sneaking in your room when you're asleep to find stuff. How about one on doing a cavity search on girls? He probably does. He's like, hey, son or daughter, whatever their kid's gender is. He's like, squat and cough. I'm going to need you to bend over, go to yourself so I can see in there. There may be some drugs up here. This is a prime hiding spot that kids like to use for drugs. They like to keister them. Sometimes you'll find some baggies, maybe some pops, maybe some weed leaves up in there. You're going to want to go about, I don't know, like half your forearm deep to make sure you get a good search of the cavity. And then that should be it. That's all you need to do to search your kid's room and just invade their privacy in general,